everybody, ForeverRetro 82 here. Hope you're staying safe and being well out there. So, I put on a poll on my channel, as most of you have seen by the looks of the votes I got on that channel, and I put two of my newest cup ramen flavors that I purchased recently. And you guys, vast majority, voted for this. It's cup ramen, or Nissin. I always want to say Nissan. I don't know the car. I get anyways. Yeah, it's Nissin. It's cup noodle, so it's Nissin. It's a Ramen Bistro Japanese miso. It's gourmet soup, my ass. But what I like about it is it has chili infused noodles, so that should add to the extra flavors. Now, how much does this cost? $1.08. Not $1, not 88 cents. $1.08 plus tax. I live in Oklahoma, near the city, so that's 8 cents per dollar. You know what, math is stupid. I don't want to do it. It's like basically 16, so 8 plus 16. You know what? No. I'm not in the mood for math today. Just do it on a calculator and there you go. Anyway, that's not important. Cost is not important. What's important is this flavor. Now, I love miso on its own. Not even, I like miso ramen. I've had it one time. The authentic kind, of course, from Nissin Ramen in Oklahoma City, which is, so good. But there were some, there's also two other places. There's Goro Ramen, and then there was Yuzo Patis? They closed up. Goro still exists, though, and I have to say their broth is very underwhelming. If you live in Oklahoma City or around the city, or you come by Oklahoma City, go to Nissin Ramen. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. You will come there hungry, and you'll leave happy with a full belly, and it'll put a smile on your face. They also have their own branded beer, which I have not had yet. But I do intend to correct that in the near future. Anyhow, so this is from Nissin, so this is going to have all sorts of nasty shit. So we got to get through the boring stuff before I test this shit out. It's got 390 calories. That's pretty high for something that's just simple soup, but it's considered a meal, so I guess I can forgive that. What I can't forgive is the other two things. There's 14 grams of fat in 6 saturates. You have 18% of your fat value, and then you have a whopping 31% of your daily values in saturates. Now, unless you're not eating very much that, like I'm not eating, this is my first meal of the day, so, probably my only meal of the day. I might have chicken later, but I don't know. Well, it depends on, the appetite and things I do. That's awfully high for something. If you're eating, like, say you eat this and then later you have a steak, you're in big trouble. Because that's going to be, like, well over the 100% marker for saturated. Like, if you have your, a pound steak or something like that. Because most men, if you don't eat a pound of steak, you eat less than that. If you eat less than that, you're a pussy. If you eat over a pound of steak, then you are a man, and that's what you should be doing. Carnivore diet. It's a thing. Now we go to the next bad thing. There's no trans fat, so that's good. No cholesterol, that's also good. But here's another banger. There's two, actually. Sodium. 1,280. That's probably one of the highest I think I've had on this channel thus far. Nissin has always been, them and Maruchan both. Obviously, they're poverty noodles, and you buy them, for a stupid amount of price. But the fucking sodium in both brands is just unbelievable. Like Maruchan, if you buy the packets, you will not buy one less than 1,600 milligrams of sodium. And that's just for one pack. And there's some brothers and sisters and people out there that eat like 2 of those in one sitting. It's like, the fuck, guys? They must have like amazing kidneys or something. Because fuck, I can't do that. If I were to do something like that, not only would my blood pressure be more higher than it already is, but I would also have, my legs would be like, my legs are like, they're like this size. They'd probably be like this size for starters, because I have edema. And last but certainly not least, I'd be pissing bubbles for about a week. Because my kidneys are not the greatest. I'm a drinker, so, you have that. Well, one time a week, but one time is still one time, right? Now get this shit. Carbohydrates, 57 grams. Now, this is why you should, if you're planning on eating ramen, you should be eating little that day as possible. The thing that sucks about ramen, I think all of us can agree, is you eat the shit, you feel full initially. But then like an hour or two later, you're hungry again. It's like, the fuck? It's like magical. It goes right through you. But it's so tasty. And it does kind of give you a little bit of comfort. You know, it's a comfort food. I mean, it's one of my comfort foods. It's a really bad, it's really bad, by the way. Anyway, so with the sugars, we have, or fibers, we have 3 grams. That's nothing, but hey, little fiber is better than none at all. 5 grams of sugar and 3 added sugar. Like I said, that shit is stupid. I know I bitched about that before. But I'm going to bitch about it again because I can. So that's 6% of your daily value. And your protein, you get 9 grams, 50 milligrams of calcium, 3.1 milligrams of iron, and finally potassium, you get 270 milligrams, which is good. With potassium. I wish it was more, but hey. And you have your usual shit in here. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but you have your enriched flour, wheat flour, nice and reduced iron, theanine, mononitrate, riboflavin, I think it's folic acid, vegetable oil, palm oil, canola oil, all that shit that is bad for you. Sesame oil, though, yes, because I ran out of sesame oil. I use that on rice and if I'm making my soy sauce ramen that I have still up there. I had a pack of it last week though, so whatever. But I was like, man, I don't have any fucking sesame oil. This sucks. So it wasn't as good as it normally can be. Then you have your dried shit. You have dried corn, green onion, diced minced garlic, egg white and powdered eggs fucking suck, except for the yellow ones. Like, I've had both egg whites and powdered eggs in general. It's like powdered eggs, if you have the like yolk in it, it is so fucking good. Now, powdered egg whites, on the other hand, is just, it's ass. I mean, you're talking to a dude who's eaten ass a couple times in his life. And it's pretty close. It's not good. It's gross. Let's see. Glucose, obviously. Just seeing maltodextrin. Yeah, so, paprika oil. That's interesting. Potassium carbonate. And then the rest is some things I don't feel like expressing right now because I want to get the boring shit out of the way. So this concoction is really bad for you. But we're going to taste it and see how it is because I love the flavor of miso. Miso soup is stupidly easy to make, though. And I need to get the stuff to make it, but miso powder is high right now. Just like every fucking thing. Especially eggs. Have you seen the prices of eggs lately? Yeah, it's no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Anyways, I'm gonna hold on. I need to look at the instructions. Do not do this because Nissin fucks up the cooking times every single time without fail. This says 200. Jesus, man, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Lies. You cook this for 220 minutes. It even says in a 1,000-watt microwave, which is what I got. You cook it for that amount of time, it's going to boil over. So I would say 1:50, and then check the consistency, which is what I'm going to do, because I don't want this shit to go over. Fuck that. That's annoying. But yeah, so we're going to put it in for 2 minutes, basically, or 1:50, and then you let stand for 3 minutes. Why not just put it in for a minute, and then these cooking times are dog shit. I'm telling you. But we're going to microwave this shit. So, jump cut, I will be back momentarily with a cooked cup of Ramen Bistro Miso Ramen. Japanese miso, because miso's good. So hopefully this is good. We'll see. I'll be the judge of that, being the ramen whore that I am. See you guys in a sec. Alright, I'm back. You guys ready for the initial taste test? I can tell you right now, the smell is that of beef ramen cup. So, I'm hoping it is miso flavor. Because if it's beef flavor, I am going to be pissed. Alright, well. First off, before we try it, obviously, we gotta show the product. Here, I'll even put a flashlight because this camera sucks when it picks up lighting. So, let's try using a flashlight, see if that helps. Nah, that's too bright. Let's back it up a little bit. Yeah, you can see the warbling. I can't fix that on this camera, by the way. But there's your finished product. It looks like your standard cup ramen noodle. You know, you have your corn. Obviously, the broth is dark. It looks like toilet water. But I hope it doesn't taste like that because that'd be gross. Because because I don't have a septic tank. I have PVC piping here, which is nice. Unlike my old house where you lived at my mom's, where we had Crocs, where the fucking every goddamn year, always, a root would get in between those fucking Crocs, and we would have shit water in the fucking basement. Now I use a sub pump to get that out. That's not fun, because you gotta sit there and use one of those little push broom the push brooms. Make sure all the shit gets in that sub pump and gets sucked outside your yard. Fuck that noise. My grandpa was an idiot. He should have upgraded to PVC in the 80s, but, well, he's dead now, so whatever. Fuck him. I was never really close to my grandfather. None of my grandparents, actually. They all were shit, so. Anyways, so I got some broth, because broth is like the chicken skin of ramen. Let's see if it tastes like miso, or see if it tastes like beef. I have my skepticism, and I think I'm well within my right, given the ramen aficionado that I claim myself to be when it comes to the instant shit. Wow, that's spicy. But that is, unfortunately, it's not, I don't taste miso at all. If this is miso, my fat, flabby, cellulite-having ass is a Chad. We all know that's not true. But that is spicy. Get you right there. Ugh. It's good, though. That is not miso. Mm-mm. Now, they said that they, on the packaging, it says that the chili-infused noodles, that's probably what the heat's coming from, is the noodles. I mean, it doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste like miso. It tastes like beef, to be honest. This does not taste like miso. I'm disappointed in that. I was hoping that would taste like miso. Miso horny! Oh no, not after I eat this shit. Salt kills my libido like a motherfucker. It's still good, though. I mean, it's fine. It's just not miso. I can't say I'm surprised, though, because most Maruchan and Nissin flavors, I almost said Nissin flavors, Scott. Most of those don't taste like the label says. Like soy sauce. It doesn't taste like soy sauce to me. To me, soy sauce ramen tastes like umami or MSG, but with a little bit of like a beef flavoring to it. This, on the other hand, is not miso. This tastes like... You guys ever had that spicy beef nangshin bowl? I'll post a picture right there. Yeah, that's what this reminds me of in terms of broth. I was hoping for miso broth. That is so sad. Tell you what, make yourself some miso. It is so easy. All you gotta do is have miso paste, water, nori or seaweed, whatever. Well, nori is seaweed, but like you can get the wet kind and there's the dry kind. Some tofu cubes, and just make ramen noodles. I suggest getting the fresh kind because you don't have the extra oil and shit that will like make your heart scream bloody murder before it kills you off. And put it in there for the most simplest basic miso ramen. Just basically make miso soup, but add ramen noodles to it. Because I've had, like I said, I've had Japanese miso ramen, and this is not it. Because that actually had like that miso flavor in the broth. This does not. But it's still flavorful. It's still good. I mean, would I suggest you spend $1.08 on this? No. But if you want like something with spice and a little bit of kick, man, whew, it's making me hot. This ain't hot. I'm talking like temperature wise. Whew. I'm trying to let the noodles cool down before I try those out. You know, I just, like I said, broth is my favorite part of ramen. I think I've said that probably more times than my age. I'm 42 now. Yeah. Like I said, it's not miso broth, but it's good. I give the broth, anyways, 6 out of 10. Because it's good. It's flavorful. But it doesn't taste like miso. They have all these powders and shit in the ingredients, right? Why not make miso powder one of the ingredients? Like a more water-soluble, dissolvable kind of product. Because I'm looking at the ingredients here, and there is no sign of miso powder. None. There's, there's, like I said, there's, I take that back. Okay, this is red miso powder. Okay, I'm so sorry. I take that back. Also, I forgot to mention when I cut this back, I am so sorry. I should have read that more thoroughly. There's just so many ingredients. I mean, this is like a science experiment. You have a bunch of Japanese kids going, you know, oh, let's make some miso ramen. Oh, sugoi! And then they make this shit. And they put, like, everything in its mother that can kill you in it. I mean, ramen, like I said, is devoid of any nutritional value. You got to pretty much, even the dried vegetables, they're not healthy. But, yeah, I need to make a correction. With this, you do actually have to cook the 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And the reason being is because if you cook it for the minute 50, the broth is hot, but the noodles are still hard. So basically, I cooked it for the 1 minute 50, and then I cooked it. Then I noticed the noodles were soft, and I cooked it. And thankfully, they made the fill line a little lower. I noticed. You can't. I don't think you can see. Probably not. No, you can't. And I don't have 3 hands, otherwise I'd grab the flashlight. Not that it's important. I just like to make conversation during these videos. Because I'm pretty sure you don't want to sit here and watch a fat man eat and him just eat. I mean, if that's the thing you want to see, let me know in the comments, obviously. But, yeah. Yeah, this is miso. Then my fat, like I said, my fat, flabby, fucking cellulite having ass is a Chad. Smashing pussy left and right. And that's not the case at all. Alright, let's try the noodle. You know, now that I think about it, I never had red miso ramen. I've had green miso ramen. So maybe this is red. If it is, I'm disappointed. Because the green shit is so good. Okay, the chili infused... English, motherfucker, speak it! The chili-infused noodles are excellent. They have a nice bite to them. Little bit of a kick. Not as much as the broth itself, but still, the noodles have that little bit of burning. Similar to baldock. Not like in the same vein, obviously. Baldock is just like nuclear fire, napalm in your mouth. Shit's hot as fuck, but they're damn good. They will definitely, if you're sick, that shit will clear up your nostrils. Now, I would say the spiciness is similar to, I want to say Shin Red. And Shin Red, I think it's overrated. Shin Black all the way. I'm team Shin Black. Go fuck yourself. But it has that same amount of spice. This isn't bad. This is not bad. If I had to give this a rating, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, I never had red miso ramen. I've had green. So that's kind of why it looks like sewer water, I want to say. Because red miso paste, I never had. But it is spicy, and it does taste good. You'll be like, this is nice and spicy. I mean, if you want that kick, this will give it to you. The flavor is excellent all around. Noodles and the vegetables, everything. Would I buy this again? Probably not. But it's fine. It's fine. But for $1.08, no. I can get their curry, their seafood, their original. Those I mean, those are my mainstays, right? As long as I keep selling them in the markets, I'm gonna keep buying them. This is a rare treat, and I like it when Nissin does something different. Obviously, except the s'mores. That can go die. I'm glad it's gone. I hope it stays gone. That shit was just not edible. Not for human consumption, anyways. Unless you have some broken ass taste buds, avoid it like the plague. I noticed it gets a little bit more saltier and spicier the further down a cup I go. So is this like the Dante's Inferno? The different layers of hell? I mean, think about it. When I first started, I'm like, oh, it has a little bit of kick. It's not so bad. And I get to the middle, it's like, holy hell, I just got a full flavor of both the broth and the noodle. It's like stronger, more pronounced. And that's fine and well. Where is that? Oh, man, I lost it. There's a little bit of chunk of beef in here. Here it is. Apparently, Japanese really like this stuff. I forgot what they call it. But yeah, there you go. This shit. It does not taste like beef either. It tastes like, I don't know. What do you call this? It's not beef. But, I don't know. I like them anyways, regardless. It's not beef, though. I've had plenty of beef in my life. I mean, obviously, look at my stomach. Hear my stomach. I have the noodles are at that temperature or at that time frame of cooking al dente, so they're very soft. Unless you cook it under the time, and then they're crunchy. I mean, you can fill it on your spoon. I mean, I know I promised to use chopsticks, but it's just, I think a spoon is faster because I don't want to like just spend all day just eating this shit and have you guys sit there bored just watching a fat fuck stuff his face. I mean, there. I mean, I should have did that at first. I'll learn to make these videos more, you know, formulaic, whatever. I'm not good with English. Follow a formula that will better suit this. Now, for those who are disappointed not to see the plant-based Chef Wu, I'll do that next week. Because that you know, this one first place. That's why I wanted to do this one first. But next week we'll do the Chef Wu plant-based one. I'm curious about that one. Plant-based noodles, I don't know about that. I'm going to assume it's going to be like the Bird's Eye. They have it's like a plant-based noodle. They have one with marinara sauce. I'm thinking the texture is going to be a lot like that. Excuse me. Ooh. Yeah, this is fine. Fine. 7 out of 10. I want to give it a higher score. Now, if they use green miso, like they use in the soups that they make, you know, like with the tofu and all that, that flavor of broth in this would have been perfect. Because, like I said, I've had that at a Japanese restaurant near where I live. Well, it's not too far. It's not too close either. It's like 7-8 miles away from here. They had green miso ramen. I had a big old bowl, and it was delicious. They put pork in there and lots of shallots or green onion. And they also put, I asked for corn. And, of course, the black mushroom. Ah, love those. I want to know what, you know, obviously you're watching this because you're a ramen fan, too, of sorts. I mean, obviously, this shit should be eaten. This shit better is like once a month kind of deal. But me, I eat ramen like I said, twice a month, sometimes 3 times a month, because it's a good and it's good. It keeps you full, but moderation is key when it comes to eating ramen for sure. Because it is very low in nutrition unless you add your own. But then when you add your own, you're adding extra sodium. That's what people don't understand. I don't see how these fucking people can make Shin red and put Spam in that shit and eat the whole fucking thing. That's like 3 or 4 days worth of sodium right there in one sitting. How do your kidneys not explode? Someone needs to explain that to me. Let me know. Cause dude, what the fuck? Now, when I add stuff to ramen, it's very minuscule. Meaning, if it's something like for instance, Shin Black, I don't add anything. I want to add extra mushrooms. I should think about that. Get the canned mushrooms; they're cheaper. The regular mushrooms, they're the white button ones. They're like $5. It's bullshit. And you gotta wash them because of the cow shit. Yeah, I should try that though. But But with Shin Black, I don't add anything, or Shin Green, or even once in a while I get Shin Red. I don't add anything. Now, kimchi, the kimchi ramen by Nangshin, love it to death. Love that broth. Problem is they don't put too much kimchi in it. Buy your own. But it's like $6 for a little can like that. It's like, fuck off, man. Ugh. It's not fair. Everything's so fucking expensive these days. Ugh. And it's just, it sucks. It sucks. What can I say? Ooh. Hey, there's a little, has a bite to it. But they put a good amount of filling in here. Like, most cup ramens, you only have like what, 5 corns and 2 beef balls. And this is actually filled with it. Like, just, I mean, look at that spoon. I mean, you can see there's a cabbage in there, or onion, and there's a corn. There could be a beef underneath the noodles. Yeah, there's a little bit of beef. You probably can't see that. Maybe you can. I don't know. This is not gourmet, though. This is just a basic red miso with extra toppings. That's it. Does it justify the price tag? I don't think so. 88 cents, I think that would be the perfect amount for this particular cup ramen. We're almost done. I forgot my water. That's stupid. Yeah, that gets, if you start hitting it a lot, it gets a little hot. I mean, you can use that sentence for pretty much anything. If you hit it, it gets a little hot. You ain't gonna be hitting shit after you eat this shit, though. Fuck. I don't know about you guys, but, you know, I won't be gross. But if I have salt, use your imagination. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know. Some of you have that problem too? I would assume so. Ooh, carrot. I didn't know there was carrots in here. Ooh, just about done, but damn. Ooh. Spicy. There's another ramen bistro I'm thinking about trying though. It's a Korean one though. It's like some weird name that I can't pronounce. Maybe I could throw that, like, because there's still a couple more ramens I do want to buy and try on this channel. And maybe when I make the poll, maybe I'll make that maybe part of the new one. I also found some Maruchan Gold, because that's similar to Nissin Ramen. Ramen is like Japanese for king. So basically it's king ramen, or king of ramen, you know, to put it bluntly. Then there's Maruchan Gold. They make a soy sauce ramen. I bought that. Here's the only problem with it. The only reason, I have it for about a month now. I haven't tried it. One reason, it's a good one. The sodium is unbelievably high. It's 2,100 milligrams of sodium a pack. And it comes in a pretty sizable pack. It's not like huge or nothing. I would say it's maybe the size of a package of Shin Black, but you don't get the extra goodies like you do in Shin Black. It's just the noodles and obviously the broth packet. I mean, yeah, you can use half of it, but when you try something, you want to have the full experience. You know what I mean? So it's like, say you have that, and then you slurp it, and it's just too salty for your taste. Then maybe the next time you buy it, you like the flavor, but it's too salty. Just use like half the pack, and it might give you what you need. Like I said, I'm stupid. I use the whole pack because I like the whole flavor. I mean, I don't like anything watered down tasting. But I found Nissin, at least Nissin, not the same for Maruchan, but Nissin, you can get away with using half a packet on some of their flavors. Not all, but some of them. Like soy sauce, yes, but I love the flavor of their soy sauce broth. I'm a sucker for it. All right, let's get this down. I don't have a cat with me today because she kind of was pissing me off near the end. she's in the bathroom because the heat's really nice in there, so she's just in there chilling, sleeping. Alright, let's gulp the rest of this, and then we'll call it a video. Ooh. That's a bit of a burn. That was good. And that's my breakfast and lunch. Fuck. Whew. Yeah, so 7 out of 10. I wish the flavor was a little better, like the green miso. That's the last time I'll say it. Given that's red miso, it tastes more like beef to me than it does, well, miso. And I find that just a little bit disappointing. If they made another variant with that, though, I would definitely like to try that out. I doubt they will, though, because that's Nissin we're talking about. My nose is running, I'm sorry. But yeah, I suggest you give it a try. You may like it more than I do. I mean, I don't hate it at all. No, not absolutely not. It's good. I might buy one more just for the sake of it, to keep on hand for when I'm craving it. Because that spice is good. It hits you all in the right places when it comes to the spice. It hits you in all the right places. The noodles are a fine, delicious texture. They're nice and smooth going down. It's not rough, not weird. It just tastes like noodles. It's actually, these noodles are actually kind of better than the ones that were in the last Nissin I had, which I think was the s'mores, but, I mean, that's not... Okay, let's pick something else. Like the breakfast ramen, like that. The noodles in this are so much better. They have a more robust and thickness to them. Almost, not quite, but a little towards udon. Now, udon is like a really thick noodle, and I love it to death. Like I said, noodles and pasta are like, that's my downfall right there. I like noodles, and I like ramen, and I love pasta probably more than any man should. Like I said, carbs are my downfall for sure, but this was delicious. I enjoyed that very much. My stomach is now happy. I don't know, that hunger headache I was having is going away. I don't know if y'all get that, but I get that. If I don't eat all day and I'm hungry and I let it go for a little while, you start getting a migraine, kind of. You feel it here, and it's just... But then after you eat something, you can feel it kind of going away. That's good, because I don't want a headache. I don't need a headache. Well, I know this video's overly long like these always are, but I always want to give you guys a thorough review. It's got vegetables in it. It's a good spicy flavor. The noodles are nice and thick. The broth is delicious. I think it will warm you up and make you feel happy. It'll give you that nice little buzz you get from comfort food, so you can go through the rest of your day not feeling as grumpy, because being grumpy is always a thing with me anyways. I can't say the same for everyone else. But I did enjoy that, and I hope you guys try too. Yeah, it's $1.08 at your local Walmart. Go pick yourself up a couple and give it a try yourself. And there's also other Ramen Bistro flavors too. There's a Korean one, and I think there's one more. I'll look, and if I can find it, I'll pick that one up too, and maybe I can put up a poll for that one as well. There's still quite a few more they have left. And we're not just going to stick with cups. I'll probably do packets too in the future, if you guys like to watch these videos. If you sincerely just don't like it, you think it's boring, or you're not entertained by them, or if you don't want to hear my opinion, just let me know. And I'll stop doing it entirely. But I thought I would add a little bit of extra content to this channel, since all it is me is eating and talking, instead of concentrating. Which I'm getting bad at, I have to say, in my old age, but I'll keep trying until I can't do it no more. That's all there is to it. Anyways, I am ForeverRetro. I am signing off. You guys have a great evening, or a great day, whatever it is, whatever time you're watching this, whatever. And you guys remember to keep gaming, keep loving each other, and keep it retro. You guys take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. And until then, take care. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw and would like to support my channel, please consider being a patron. I'll put your name up with these fine folks who have donated to this channel, and that would be awesome to have you on board. If not, that's entirely up to you. I hope you have a good day and take care.